Is your relationship draining your positivity? One of the biggest frustrations people experience is finding themselves in relationships that sap their positivity. Whether it's dealing with constant negativity, criticism, or emotional manipulation, unsupportive partners can make staying optimistic incredibly challenging. Over time, these draining relationships can leave individuals feeling depleted, affecting their overall well-being and sense of happiness. On the flip side, the desire to cultivate relationships that uplift and inspire is universal. People long for connections that bring joy, encouragement, and motivation. Positive, supportive relationships are a source of strength, allowing individuals to grow, thrive, and remain optimistic. These connections reinforce a sense of purpose and provide the emotional nourishment needed to stay hopeful and energized. However, there's a deep-rooted fear of becoming emotionally drained by unsupportive partners. Many worry that investing in the wrong relationships will leave them feeling empty and disconnected from their true selves. This fear often makes people hesitant to open up fully, guarding their emotional energy to avoid the potential risk of burnout. From why me to what can I learn? Shifting to a growth mindset. When faced with challenges, it's easy to ask, why me? This response often leads to frustration, self-pity, and helplessness. However, shifting the question to, what can I learn from this? We open ourselves to personal growth and new opportunities. Instead of seeing difficulties as unfair, we can embrace them as moments that offer valuable lessons. This change in perspective helps us build resilience and develop a mindset focused on growth. When we approach problems as learning experiences, we become better equipped to handle future setbacks with confidence and adaptability. Challenges become less about suffering and more about gaining insight into our strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. Moving from why me to what can I learn ultimately transforms how we navigate life's obstacles. This mindset empowers us to turn negative situations into positive opportunities, fostering continuous growth and personal development. By embracing every experience as a chance to learn, we maintain a sense of purpose and keep moving forward with optimism.
Why good management, not compatibility, creates the best relationships. Compatibility isn't the secret to lasting love. Many believe that compatibility is the key to a strong relationship, but good management is far more important. Even with different interests or communication styles, a relationship can thrive when both partners focus on managing these differences effectively. It's not about perfect harmony, but how well you navigate challenges together. Good management means better communication. Successful relationships aren't about being perfectly aligned, but about mastering communication and compromise. Managing emotions and understanding each other's needs is key. Disagreements happen, but handling them with patience and respect keeps issues from escalating. Strong relationships are built on effort, not just shared traits. Relying on compatibility leads to unrealistic expectations. Even seemingly compatible couples face challenges. How well difficulties are managed keeps a relationship strong, not how alike you are. Good management helps couples grow and adapt, building a deeper connection based on mutual respect and understanding. Be optimistic. Relationships thrive when well managed, not when perfectly matched.
When high expectations lead to disappointment. We've all experienced the crushing feeling when high hopes collide with reality. It's that moment when things don't go as planned, and the higher your expectations are, the harder the disappointment hits, making you question whether you should aim so high next time. Setting high expectations often leads to frustration. We dream big and invest emotionally, and when life takes an unexpected turn, the gap between what we wanted and what we got feels overwhelming, leaving us feeling defeated and uncertain about what went wrong. But disappointment can also be seen as a reality check. Instead of giving up, some use it as a moment to adjust their perspective and grow, realizing that setbacks are a part of life's journey. By accepting that life won't always go as planned, They manage expectations and turn challenges into learning opportunities. So even when things don't go your way, remember to be optimistic. Every setback can be a setup for something better.
Do you ever feel trapped by old habits that seem to block your path to a more positive lifestyle? It's easy to fall into patterns that, without realizing it, undermine your optimism. Whether it's surrounding yourself with negative influences or engaging in draining behaviors. These habits, no matter how small, can create significant barriers to the optimistic life you're aiming for, making it harder to stay on track and fully embrace a genuinely uplifting mindset. Breaking old habits to build a positive lifestyle. Without slipping into negativity. To start moving forward, intentionally cultivate habits that actively nurture your optimism and well-being. This means simplifying your life by letting go of activities or relationships that no longer serve you, and instead surrounding yourself with people and environments that inspire and uplift. By dedicating time to self-care, choosing healthier routines, and being selective about the influences you allow into your life, these positive changes will gradually become second nature, aligning you more closely with the lifestyle you aspire to. Despite your best efforts, there's always the risk of slipping back into old negative patterns, especially during stressful times, setbacks, or toxic relationships. The fear of regression can linger, making it harder to commit fully to your new path. Being mindful of potential triggers and preparing for difficult moments will help you stay resilient and maintain the optimism you've worked so hard to build.
Aligning friendships with your optimistic mindset. Creating connections that uplift. Navigating friendships can be challenging, especially when your optimistic mindset isn't always shared by those around you. It can feel frustrating when your positive outlook is met with negativity, leaving you questioning if you're surrounded by the right people. The desire to find friends who genuinely share and support your optimism is natural. These connections can uplift and inspire you, creating a circle of positivity that reinforces your mindset and helps you thrive in a world that often leans toward pessimism. However, the fear of losing friends due to differences in mindset can hold you back. It's important to remember that growth sometimes requires letting go of what's no longer serving you, allowing space for relationships that align with your true self.
Progress over perfection. Embrace the journey. In a world that often glorifies perfection, it's easy to lose sight of the value of progress. The pressure to get everything right can leave us feeling discouraged when we fall short of our high standards. But real growth happens in those small, everyday steps we take toward our goals. Each effort, no matter how minor, is a win worth acknowledging. Your journey is yours alone, and it's perfectly okay to move at your own pace. Instead of striving for flawlessness, focus on the progress you're making. Learn from your mistakes, celebrate the small victories, and keep pushing forward. It's not about achieving a perfect end result, but about embracing the process and the progress you make along the way. So, let go of the need for perfection. Be kind to yourself, appreciate how far you've come, and stay focused on your growth. Be optimistic. Every step forward is a sign that you're on the right path. And that's what truly matters. Keep going, you're doing great.
Managing anger. Surround yourself with positivity and control your emotions. Understanding anger and its triggers. Anger doesn't just happen. Specific situations or people often trigger it. Recognizing these triggers is key to managing anger. Surround yourself with positive influences to maintain a calm mindset. People who bring out the best in you help you stay balanced, while those who provoke negativity make it harder. Identifying and addressing your triggers can control your emotional responses and foster a more positive outlook. The dangers of narcissistic manipulation. Narcissists thrive on creating chaos and provoking anger. They enjoy watching others suffer. While you can't control their behavior, you can control your reactions. Recognize their manipulative tactics and stay grounded. Avoid engaging in their toxic actions to protect your emotional well-being. Maintaining composure, you preserve your peace of mind and refuse to let them dictate your emotional state. Taking responsibility for our emotions. We are responsible for our actions and reactions, even in tough times. Learning to manage anger improves our quality of life. Don't let others dictate your emotional state. Develop strategies to stay calm. Practice mindfulness, seek support from friends, and engage in relaxing activities. Remember, the power to manage your emotions lies within you. Be optimistic, respond with patience and understanding, and choose to rise above adversity.
Cultivating optimism amidst adversity. Sustaining an optimistic mindset in the face of a negative environment can be profoundly taxing. When surrounded by cynicism or draining influences, preserving one's positivity becomes an uphill endeavor. The constant tug-of-war between staying hopeful and battling external pessimism often results in frustration and internal conflict, as optimism feels under siege from every angle. At the core of their aspirations is the pursuit of a nurturing and uplifting environment. They crave interactions with individuals who fuel their growth, echo their optimistic spirit, and help fortify their positive worldview, creating an atmosphere where their optimism can truly flourish. However, a lingering fear of alienation persists. Many grapple with the concern that their optimism might be perceived as naive or overly idealistic, causing estrangement or criticism from others. This fear can lead to hesitation in fully embracing a positive lifestyle, leaving them torn between staying true to their ideals and avoiding rejection.
The dangers of quick wealth. The pursuit of quick wealth can be incredibly tempting, but it often comes at a cost that far outweighs the initial gains. Risky ventures, compromising your values, and living beyond your means might bring short-term satisfaction, but the long-term consequences can be devastating. It's important to recognize that the path to true success isn't found in shortcuts. At Be Optimistic, we focus on progress, not perfection. Real growth comes from making steady, ethical choices that build a life of lasting fulfillment. The temporary pleasures of quick fixes fade quickly, leaving behind only the weight of regret. True success is about the journey, not just the destination. Remember, your life is a long-term project, one that deserves careful planning and thoughtful decisions. By choosing integrity over shortcuts and progress over perfection, you're laying the foundation for a future filled with lasting joy and fulfillment. Let's commit to making choices that lead to permanent enjoyment and true success. Join us on this journey to build a life of meaning and purpose, avoiding the pitfalls of quick wealth and embracing the rewards of steady progress. Together, we can create a future that's not just about fleeting pleasures, but about lasting happiness and success. Is happiness really free? Understanding the true meaning of joy. Happiness is actually free, and I'm about to show you how to unlock it in your everyday life. Did you know that over 70% of people believe happiness is tied to how much money they make? It's surprising how ingrained this belief is in our culture. Many of us find ourselves constantly chasing wealth, thinking it will bring us ultimate joy. But is money really the key to happiness? Let's explore whether true happiness can exist without a hefty bank account. Social media often convinces us that material wealth equals happiness, with endless images of luxury and success. However, chasing after money can create overwhelming pressure, leading us to think more possessions will finally make us content. In reality, genuine happiness often comes from the love we share and the meaningful experiences we cherish, things money can't buy. The truth is, joy often comes from within. It's not about what we own, but how we approach life. By focusing on gratitude, relationships, and simple pleasures, we can find a deep-seated happiness that doesn't depend on our financial situation. Happiness is a state of mind, accessible to us at any time, regardless of our wealth. Don't let negative thoughts define you. Don't get caught up in thoughts that aren't real. They're just phantoms, illusions that can consume you if you let them. Remember, your reality is in the present moment, your body, heartbeat, and breath. Focus on what's real, not what's imagined. Your thoughts have power, so choose wisely. Don't visualize scenarios that would crush your existence. Instead, cultivate positivity and gratitude. Your mind is a garden, and you get to decide what grows there. Be careful, though. Those bad thoughts can sneak up on you and become your reality if you're not mindful. Stay present, stay grounded, and don't let negativity take hold. You are in control of your thoughts, and your thoughts shape your reality. Be optimistic. Choose joy, choose love, choose life.
Effective communication is crucial for a successful relationship, yet it's often overlooked. It's surprising that 65% of failed relationships cite poor communication as the main issue. This shows how important it is to connect with your partner through clear and empathetic dialogue. Common communication challenges like misunderstandings and a lack of active listening can create barriers between partners. To improve, focus on actively listening without interrupting and expressing your feelings clearly. Using I statements and practicing empathy can help you better understand the other's perspective. A simple yet powerful way to strengthen communication is through regular check-ins. Taking time each week to discuss how things are going can prevent small issues from becoming bigger problems. By adopting these habits, you can build a stronger, more resilient relationship. Be optimistic. Effective communication can truly transform your connection.
Choose your friends carefully. Choosing your friends carefully is crucial for a fulfilling life. The people we surround ourselves with greatly influence our thoughts, behaviors, and well-being. Good friends provide support, encouragement, and companionship, enriching our lives with joy and comfort. They stand by us during challenging times and help us navigate difficulties, fostering personal growth and happiness. On the other hand, associating with negative or toxic individuals can harm our mental and emotional health. Toxic friendships bring unnecessary drama, stress, and conflict into our lives, draining our energy and eroding our self-esteem. Recognizing unhealthy friendships and distancing ourselves from them is essential for our well-being, allowing space for positive and supportive connections. Ultimately, the quality of our friendships impacts our life journey. By choosing friends who share our values and genuinely care for us, we build a strong support network that enhances our resilience and enriches our experiences. Be discerning and intentional about who you allow into your inner circle, ensuring that your friendships are a source of strength and positivity. Choose your friends carefully and cultivate relationships that bring out the best in you. Be optimistic.
Are you a genuine person to confide in or a snake? Welcome to the Be Optimistic page. Trust is the foundation of any strong relationship, but not everyone is worthy of it. Are you someone who can be trusted with the deepest secrets and vulnerabilities of others? Or do you betray that trust for your own gain? Being a genuine person means valuing honesty, integrity, and the bonds you share with others. It's about being a safe space for those who turn to you in times of need. On the flip side, being a snake in someone's life means exploiting their trust for personal advantage. This behavior not only damages relationships, but also reflects poorly on your character. The question is, how do you want to be seen? Your actions define the kind of person you are, and they leave a lasting impact on those around you. Ultimately, being someone others can confide in is a mark of true strength and character. It shows that you're dependable, trustworthy, and someone who values the well-being of others as much as your own. Strive to be a person of integrity, someone others can rely on, and leave behind the traits that make people question your loyalty. Be optimistic.
Emotions swirl. A stormy sea. Crashing waves. A reflection of me, joy, and sorrow. Entwined like a vine. A natural response. A human sign. But when the tide rises, and the waves grow strong, it's hard to keep my head above the throng. The emotions swirl. A maelstrom deep inside threatening to consume, like a raging tide. But I must remember, in the midst of the storm, My emotions are mine. I am not a form, I am the master, the captain of my soul. I will not let them take control. I will not lose my role. So I'll ride the waves and let them pass, remembering that they will not forever last. I'll hold on to hope and keep my heart aglow. And when the storm subsides, I'll be optimistic and let my spirit glow.
Deceptive echoes. Unmasking the pain of fake love. In the realm of emotions, the discordant note of deceit can inflict profound wounds, especially when it's someone we love. The pain of fake love can be overwhelming, leaving us feeling lost and vulnerable. No one deserves the agony of being led astray by false affection, only to discover that the love they thought was real was merely a facade. Authentic love is built on trust and transparency, making the betrayal of fake love an emotional earthquake that shakes the very foundation of our hearts. When we experience fake love, it can be challenging to distinguish between what's real and what's not. This confusion can lead to self-doubt, eroding our sense of self-worth and making it difficult to trust others in the future. Let's foster a world where love is genuine. And every beat of the heart is an honest testament to the beauty of authenticity. By promoting true love and connection, we can create a society where people feel valued, respected, and appreciated for who they are. Together, we can break free from the shackles of fake love and build meaningful relationships that bring joy, comfort, and strength to our lives. Be optimistic.
Let your conscience be your guide. Can you really let your conscience be your guide? Do you have a good conscience or a bad one? The answer lies within. Your conscience is that inner voice that whispers right from wrong, urging you to make choices that align with your values and principles. But can you trust it? Can you trust yourself to make decisions that benefit not just yourself, but others too? A good conscience is like a compass, always pointing towards the truth. It's the gentle nudge that reminds you to be kind, to be honest, and to be fair. It's the voice that encourages you to take the high road, even when it's hard. But a bad conscience is like a weight, dragging you down with guilt and shame. It's the voice that justifies wrongdoings and excuses hurtful behavior. So let your conscience be your guide. Listen to its gentle whispers and trust its instincts. Nurture a good conscience by making choices that uplift and inspire. And when you stumble, as we all do, don't be too hard on yourself. Instead, learn from your mistakes and let your conscience guide you towards redemption and growth. Be optimistic.
Life can be unpredictable, and circumstances may seem bleak, but even in the darkest moments, there is always a glimmer of hope. It's the spark that ignites the flame of resilience, the beacon that guides us through the storm. Hope is the foundation upon which we build our lives. It's the assurance that tomorrow will bring new opportunities, new chances to start anew. It's the whispered promise that every setback is a stepping stone to success. So let us hold onto hope, dear heart, and never let it fade. For even in the toughest times, it's the light that shines brightest. And when the darkness closes in and doubts creep in, remember, hope is the anchor that holds us fast, the wings that lift us up, and the heart that beats with courage. Be optimistic.
A house is just a structure, a non-living thing, a physical space that can be bought and sold. But a home, oh, a home, is so much more. It's where love resides, where hearts are made whole, unity and happiness. That's what makes a home, not the price tag or the fancy stone. It's the laughter, the tears, the memories made, the moments shared, the love that's displayed. Peace is what makes a home, not the possessions inside, not the wealth or the status, but the love that abides. So let's not confuse a house with a home, for one can be bought, but the other is grown in the hearts of those who dwell within, where love and unity are the foundation to win. Money can't buy happiness, nor can it buy love, but time and effort can, sent from above. So let's focus on building a home, not just a house, where peace and unity reign, and love is the grouse. Be optimistic.
Silence is rarely golden on important issues. When faced with important issues, staying silent can work against you. While it may seem like avoiding conflict, silence often leads to diminishing your own voice and presence. By not speaking up, you allow harmful behaviors and wrongdoings to continue, enabling them to become accepted as normal. Your silence sends a message, and sometimes that message is interpreted as consent. Don't let fear control you when it comes to speaking up. Using your voice is a way to stand up for yourself, set boundaries, and claim the respect you deserve. When you stay silent, you miss the opportunity to create positive change and show others the strength of your convictions. Speaking up is a courageous act that brings power back to you and challenges the disrespect that silence can attract. Remaining quiet doesn't protect you, it can actually invite more negativity into your life. When you don't stand against what's wrong, you risk being disrespected and undermined by others. Silence is rarely golden when important matters are at stake. Your voice matters, and it's essential to use it to create the change you want to see in your life and beyond.